Well, hello and welcome again to Chris's Caribbean Delights and a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Um, and today I'm going to bring to you another Christmas recipe, a Christmas cake recipe. It's my ultimate black cake recipe. Um, this is um, a traditional cake for Christmas, as we most of us know. And these are one of the decadent desserts that we look forward to having during the Christmas season. So I'm going to go to those ingredients and I'm going to show you step by step how it's done, and it's going to be delicious. So let's go to those ingredients. So first of all, as I always say, prepare your pans. I have three 8-inch pans here that I buttered and floured so that the cake wouldn't stick. And I have two 9-inch pans in the back there. I don't think I'll need them, but I just have them out. And just in case I need them, I need one of them, I'll just quickly flour and butter that. But prepare your pans ahead of time. And also preheat the oven. Preheat the oven to 350. As a matter of fact, you just need, for this cake, we need 275 right now to begin with. 275, and we'll just leave it there. Let it heat up to 275. Preheat that oven, and we'll go to those ingredients, the rest of the ingredients that we need. Well, already in the stand mixer, I have the sugar. I'm going to list those measurements in the description box below. The sugar and the butter, the softened butter and the sugar has been blending for a little bit, and brown sugar takes quite a while to disintegrate, to melt, or to incorporate into butter. So it's been going for a while. I'll put that back on, and then I have 12 eggs here. I have here 12 eggs because I'm making a larger batch of cake. I'm making a few cakes. So, but I'll put the measurements, the regular measurements, in the description box below. Now, we'll add the eggs one at a time, and I'll add them two at a time, and just have the mixer, turn the mixer on again. Okay. Just turn that mixer on. And let those eggs go for a little bit. Let it all get incorporated. And then we'll be back to this. And over here, I have the rest of the ingredients. I have here 4 cups of flour. It's a double batch I'm making, as I said before. I have two oranges zested. I have 1 tablespoon of clove powder, and I have 1 tablespoon of ground nutmeg, and I'll need 4 teaspoons of baking powder, some allspice, some molasses, with 2 tablespoons of molasses. We'll also need some angostura bitters, just a splash. And I have my mixed baking spice here, which I'll put maybe 2 teaspoons in there. And vanilla essence. And this is burnt sugar, which gives it that dark color. So you just need a very little of the burnt sugar, and you're going to use some molasses along with that. And the star of the show back here is the fruits that I marinated. I soaked in some wine and rum that I did the last video of. And if you can see that, how nice and moist it is. So this is the star of the show. That's what's going to go into the cake, make it that decadent dessert. So we'll just continue with our our stand mixer, and we will continue adding our ingredients as the eggs get incorporated into the sugar. Okay, I'll now add the orange zest. It's the zest of 2 oranges. The zest of 2 oranges. All my eggs are in there. So all the eggs are in there, so now I have the orange zest. The vanilla. Tablespoon of vanilla. Add my clove powder. And nutmeg. Mixed baking spice. Quarter of a teaspoon of allspice. So all my spices are in there. We're going to let that go for a while. And we'll be back. So moving right along, we'll start to add some other aromatics here. I'll start by adding my 2 tablespoons of molasses. My 2 tablespoons of molasses. Okay. Let's find that measure. Okay, we'll get 2 tablespoons of molasses in here. Then we'll get our angostura bitters. I have flavored angostura. I have an orange flavored angostura. And I have a lime, I think. I have to check. But the orange flavored angostura would be perfect. Would be perfect. So let me check on the angostura and then we'll start again. So just a few splashes of the orange angostura. About a half a teaspoon. And I'll use also the aromatic angostura. Just like a quarter teaspoon. Okay. So now we'll go shut this down and let that go for a while. And then we're almost ready to put our dry ingredients in, the flour, the baking powder, and stuff like that. So at this point, we're going to start adding the dry ingredients, the flour. If I can pass it through here, or I'd have to open it, which would be easier. Get a lift. And I also added my caramel, my dark caramel. So you see the color is changing. I'm going to add this flour. I'll add a third at a time. Work it in, get it to work in with the butter and the sugar. When I get this worked in really well, the wonderful aroma coming from the mixer. Let's add some more and work it in. I guess we can put all of this in here. Okay, so that's all in there. Now this, we're going to work this for about 5 minutes so that it gets incorporated into the flour, into the butter. And just get those sides down, scrape down the sides. And you can see it come together. It's coming together. And we'll see if we need it a little darker. We're going to put the fruits in there. That's going to make it a little darker. And if we do need it darker than that, I'll just add. When it bakes, it's going to get pretty dark also. And we'll see if we need some more of the caramel, of the dark caramel, the burnt sugar. So let this go and work into the butter, and we'll be back. Okay guys, I'm now ready to put the fruits in there, and then we'll see how or what color we're getting. I need something like a little narrower to come in here. You know, if I measure this might be a cup. So I can use the spoon. Yep. So that's 1. 6, 7, 8. I'll do about 8 cups, and we'll see how that comes out, if we need to add more. Go to a slow. Come on now. So we let this really incorporate into the flour mixture, and give it about a minute of turning, and we'll be back. Here we go. This is after about an hour. It's rising nicely and taking on some wonderful color, and it has approximately about another half an hour to 45 minutes, and we'll check again. And so the cakes are finally out of the oven, and the final traditional procedure has to be performed, which is dousing them and soaking them with the liquor and with the rum and the port wine. So here I have some Taylor port. That's the same port that I actually did the fruits in, and some Bacardi, and we just soak the cake with the Bacardi. Just let it soak right in, and the cake should be warm when you do this, so that it soaks right in there. And a little Taylor port also. And once you put it in your containers, you can continue dousing them at least once a week and let them soak. So there we are, our Christmas rum cake, or the ultimate black cake for Christmas. And it's nice, decadent, and delicious. Bon appetit. Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you for watching. Now we'll cut. It's nice and dense.